Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And starting in this one, Woo.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Pitch misses. 1-2 the count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a good offense, Chris. You're going to get quality at bats and balls put in play consistently with this group.
And it doesn't really matter who they're facing on the mound. They have the ability to go out and compete and win ball games. If it's an all-star or Cy Young Award winner to just a rookie up in the big leagues. So when you have that, you have a chance to win every night. If I was a pitcher on this team, I'd feel pretty good about taking the mound for them.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, MLB. What do you have on him?
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. It's been a downright dreadful year for them offensively. They are dead last in the league in runs scored.
Boog, the clubhouse staff doesn't even like watching this team play. That's how bad it is. And they're usually your biggest cheerleaders when things aren't going well. But the team, they're lacking in some areas for sure. They're going to have to figure out some ways to try to upgrade this lineup. Maybe it's something that takes place in the offseason, but you just can't put this type of product out on the field if you want to maintain a good, solid fan base.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Slider misses outside. In the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Outside. Liner snagged it first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Trevor Story. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and Story is out. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Byron Buxton. Woo back to work. Buxton went deep in his most recent game.
1 strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Outside, and the count is 1-2. And there's a ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Way high with that one. Ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And the count 1-1. Next offering is outside. And that's a fair ball.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. Another solid power season. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next pitch is outside. No score here in the second. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Here's Kike Hernandez. Hernandez with a homer in his last game. And that's downstairs. And 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Next pitch is downstairs. McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Mariners leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Christian Walker. On the ground. Throw on to Freeman. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, catcher Dylan Dingler.
And next to hit for Detroit, Dylan Dingler.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And a foul ball. Wacha, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Fouled off. He was late. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One gone, runner at first. Now it's the rookie DH. Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Matt McClain, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 outs. And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. New inning getting started. And now for Seattle, Tyler Heineman. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Foul ball there. That one not close. And that is ball one. Battling here as he fouls it away. Up and in, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
In now is the Mariners DH, Ty France.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swings through that one. 0-1. France matched a homer in his last game. And he hits a ground ball right side. Feeds to second. Out there. And 2. What a play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So the batting order turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Dalen Lyle. First pitch misses. Lyle goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021. That one ripped. And there's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Out to short, Story. They get the force. That's the third out. One left for Seattle, and we're still knotted at 0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here is Dylan Cruz. That one finds the zone. Going one.
No ball. 1 strike.
To the left side, but it is well foul. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
One down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. That one catches the zone. 0-1. That one at the knees for a strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
1 and 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. To second for 1, and it's over his head. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Canario takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Wilson off of first with 2 away. And that's in for a strike. 1 and 2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Tigers leave 1. Still no score. Back here in Detroit, on to the 4th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Freddie Freeman. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Byron Buxton up next for the Mariners. Just missed. 4th inning underway, no score. And that one fouled off. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Hard hit left side. Story sends it over to first. And that quickly 2 away. And now here's Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nobody left for Seattle, and we are still scoreless. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trevor Story. First pitch, and he just misses. Dives, and he can't hang on. No play, that's an infield single.
Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Walker in the box now, takes strike 1. Now move to first. Story back into the dive. That's out to center field. Buxton sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. And that drops in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
On the ground to first. Slings to second. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 4. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Woo back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That's in there. That is strike 2. And ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hernandez, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Strike 1 to Kike Hernandez.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
This one popped up and a foul ball. Next offering misses down and away.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Tyler Heineman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Trout on the move. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Right there trying to avoid that ground ball double play. Send the runner in that situation. Hope that maybe somebody moves out of position and your hitter puts the ball in play and you get a first and third situation. But unfortunately, strikeout, throw out, double play. Good job by the defense.
Now at the plate, Tyler Heineman. Swinging a ground ball up the middle into the outfield. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So digging in, Ty France. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. That's outside. Ball one. Outside with a breaking ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
And up next for Seattle, Dalen Lyle. 1 for 2. In there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's towards center. And that's the 3rd out. Mariners leave a couple halfway through this one. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, number 17.
Number 17.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Tigers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And that's in for a strike.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Up the middle, Turner. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
And up next for Detroit, Dylan Cruz. His first at bat was a strikeout. Two outs, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going. So up next, Weston Wilson.
Third baseman, Weston Wilson.
Fastball for a strike at
No
95.
ball. One strike.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Ripped on a line. And he makes the catch. And that is the inning. 1 left for Detroit. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back at Comerica Park, Trey Turner now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Fastball is outside.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Cruz. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie.
And here's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 2 in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Freeman, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Fought off foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Outside low. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right side, Walker. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Buxton now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The Tigers have some action going in their pen for the first time. Roki Sasaki getting loose out there. Santillan also throwing. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. And that one is lifted in the air. And out number 1 on the grab. Now it's Alexander Canario. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground, right side, McNeil. Handles, throws to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Now fly ball to right center. Trout on his horse. Not there in time. It falls in the gap. And that's a 2-out double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out.
This one in the dirt, but no advance. That's ball one. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's the ball. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches.
That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The throw in. He pulls into second as a run scores on the play.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And now Dylan Dingler. And the 0-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And takes low for ball one.
1-2.
And that one hammered. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they lead by 2. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Down and away for ball one. And that one clips the corner. Inside. And it's 2-1. Dingler on third with 2 out. Right through there for a strike. And a pitch. And that's outside. Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And he grounds one back up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 2 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Roki Sasaki.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that is out of play. Next offering upstairs. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Trout stands in now and watches strike 1. Comes up empty.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strike.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, I'll tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Two down, nobody on. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And that's in the dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mariners are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. And a foul ball. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Zips it to first, and a quick out, number 1. Ground ball left side. Hernandez over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Weston Wilson up now for the Tigers. Rips that one center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 2. Back here in Detroit, and now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Heineman. Sasaki back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And a big swing and a miss.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Ball 1 there. Tigers bullpen with some action. Devin Williams getting ready to go. Santillan getting cranked up as well. To third, Wilson. Slings it across, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Ty France up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Dalen Lyle. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That one came in at 99. Mariners go down. Back to the top of the order now. Johan Rojas up now for the Tigers. New pitcher for the Mariners, Brock Stewart.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
One strike.
Foul ball. Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he's there with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
In the dirt. Man at second. That one fouled off. Line drive. McNeil. And Story is out. Christian Walker up now for the Tigers. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Knee high. That's in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Runner at third, 2 away. Out to short, Turner. Throws to first. That ends the inning. One hit, one left. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Tigers 2 and the Mariners nothing. Devin Williams comes on trying to close it out.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. On the corner for a strike. Williams, a 6'2" righty, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Check swing, and he held up. Next pitch is outside. This one in the air. Walker gets under it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
On the ground to first. Gets to it with a slide. And very nicely done for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So they're down to their final out. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
One strike.
They're down to their final strike. Williams is just one strike away. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. His 31st home run of the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
2 outs, nobody on. Jeff McNeil up next for the Mariners. Tap foul at the plate. Looking to get the tying run on base. Check swing, went around, and that's strike 2. Two outs. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
But when you're on a 7-game losing streak, you've been both bad and unlucky. This win will be their reset button. I think now all of a sudden the ball will start to bounce their way, and before you know it, they'll be getting those breaks, and the other team will go home frustrated.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.